Hello guys, welcome back to another update. We have some concerning stuff to talk about with the Storm Prediction Center issuing a moderate risk for Ohio, Cincinnati, Columbus, Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, Dayton, Ohio. This is for a couple of strong tornadoes tonight. 15% chance. Hatch risk, strong tornadoes, you have 2 plus. The wind threat is quite significant, 30%. Hatch risk all the way down to Atlanta, Cincinnati, yeah. And the hail risk, even all the way down to Alabama, we have a 30% chance of risk and a hatch risk for some 2 plus inch hail in diameter. So we're going to be seeing some severe storms definitely today. But what I'm really focused on tomorrow is the fact that the Storm Prediction Center has issued a day 2 slight risk for the East Coast. Not yet for quite northern Jersey, but we're going to be watching the I-95 corridor because I am expecting some storms according off to the models. And I think the Storm Prediction Center might catch an eye on that. But anyways, there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms, strong to severe storms, capable of producing hail and damaging winds, and possibly a tornado or two will be possible on Wednesday from the Chesapeake Bay region to Florida. Widespread thunderstorms are forecast to be ongoing on the start of this period ahead of an advancing cold front from the mid-Atlantic region southward to Florida. This convection will make steady eastward progress throughout the day, in tandem with the frontal advance, with storms moving off South Carolina Georgia coast through midday, while lingering across southeastern Virginia and eastern North Carolina until afternoon. While instability will remain modest, a very favorable kinematic environment will remain in place with respect to organized severe storms. As such, potential for locally damaging winds and marginal hail is expected with stronger storms, and a couple tornadoes may also occur from southeastern Virginia to northeastern South Carolina. Big words. Could be looking at a couple tornadoes just south of this area tomorrow in the I-95 corridor. We're also going to be watching some strong storms possibly entering through the I-95 corridor also as well. So, yeah, we're going to get right into it because we do have some strong to severe storms out here in the west. By the way, this is windy.com, one of the best apps out there. Really highly recommend using it. It tells you the decimal. It has so many features on here. Really, it's an amazing app. Shows you a lot of features that you can equip. Shows you lightning and stuff, like real time. But anyways, we do have this strong cold front out extending all the way back into Louisiana. The strongest to severe storms are right across this boundary from Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way down to Alabama. And it's going to be racing on eastward with some very strong winds behind this. 30 miles an hour, 38, 41, 45. Yeah, these are some pretty darn strong winds. But anyways, we aren't looking here at anything here yet, but we are going to be watching because we are going to be looking at some CAPE according to tomorrow from the Euro model. So this CAPE will continue from today and it'll continue to weaken. But we see this uptrend in CAPE tomorrow across the mid-Atlantic. And this is a big factor because we already see 1,000 joules per kilogram. I'm telling you, these severe storms don't need much CAPE at all. And once we get a little bit later into the afternoon, 4 to 7 p.m., we see 700 joules per kilogram near Philadelphia, Atlantic City, Millville, Winslow Township, Stafford, Mollica Township, Buena Vista Township, Millville, Salem, a little bit. We get all the way up to Florence, Trenton. And then we got a little bit further into the evening. Look at this CAPE stretching all the way from Philadelphia, Newton, Salisbury, Union, Mount Olive, Morristown, Woodbridge, New Brunswick, East Brunswick, Old Bridge, Very strong Cape heating values. Jackson, Howell Township, Neptune, Long Branch. Could go on and on forever, but look at this strong area of Cape right in here. This could have 1,000 joules per kilogram, or even near that. And we do see some strong Cape out to the south. But notice how this Cape is strong early on, but then it weakens as it goes on. But this storm wants to overperform in New Jersey, and this could produce some kind of severe thunderstorm development later in the afternoon. So I think the SPC might need to monitor that risk, because it might go up, in my opinion. I don't know about like other people's ideas or opinions, but in my opinion, I do think they should at least mention that. But anyways, this Cape continues, and it even shows 400 joules per kilogram right outside of our area. And there still could be some storms going on. But I think the main concern from tomorrow is 2 to 7 p.m. for these strong to severe storms to happen. I really do think so. Okay, let's get into some of the specifics. But first, I want to look at the wind accumulation, because I do want to show you the wind gusts that are anticipated with this. So let's start off with the Euro. I think it's a little ease with this, but we do see winds pick up like around midnight, 33-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and we get all the way into Wednesday afternoon, 42-mile-an-hour wind gusts, solid. And we continue to see them picking up, and they lift our area on Thursday, and then maybe some backside wind after that. But these aren't too bad, because when I look at some models like the GFS, yes, it shows the same story. Very strong winds possible. Actually, not very strong, but like 30 to 35 mile an hour wind gusts in the morning. But it shows that low pressure really becoming strong. I only see 44 mile an hour wind gusts and very strong winds. And when we get into Wednesday afternoon, these winds become very strong, potentially damaging at this point. 48 mile an hour wind gusts possible with this. Wow. Yeah, that is something, I'll tell you. And we get a little bit later, and these winds still continue. This is 5 p.m., and that's where that squall line, I think, wants to arrive. 54 mile an hour wind gusts. That is impressive. Across the region, 50, 52, 57, 60 almost. Philadelphia is mainly going to be outside of that, but they will receive some gusts. But I think the most substantial gusts will be from Central Jersey. Like, the most substantial gusts will be from Central Jersey, I think. But I want to look at something even more wild. Let's go into the NAM model. So we start off tomorrow morning. It's alright. Winds may pick up a little bit in intensity. 37. It's mostly fine. Until we get into Wednesday morning, it might be gusting 42 miles an hour. I don't believe that. But it shows some wild numbers. Afternoon, it's 42 miles an hour on the surface. But we start to see that squall line come through. And watch this. Once we get into the afternoon, wow, these winds. Yeah, 48 mile an hour wind gusts. Out west, it's 55, 56. These are really brutal. And once we get a little later, okay, sorry for that. But 61 mile an hour wind gust potential in our area. And just outside of Belmar, it's 70. Around the region, 64, 52, 48, 63, 58, 61, 61, 57, 54. These are some really strong gusts. And honestly, they keep continuing. And they might exit out of the region by 7 or 8 tomorrow. But during that time, there could be some really big time damaging wind gusts. I cannot rule that out. Trees will go down in some areas. I do think that some areas might see a 60 plus mile an hour wind gust. I could see that as a potential. I think widespread power outages might be possible with this due to how strong the winds are from the east. East creates a bigger power outage concern than from the northwest. So definitely something a lot more concerning than usual. And yeah, these winds are really gonna be howling. So, yeah, that's something to really watch out for. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Pretty much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, most likely. I might do a couple short videos today. Maybe just a little bit later than usual, but we will see. But we will see how this severe weather progresses and how much are the winds going to be so gusty tomorrow. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday.